Hello everyone, I'm going to do a reading on a whistleblower named David Grusch. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He's a former mid-ranking civilian intelligence officer and Air Force veteran. In July of 2021, Grusch filed a whistleblower complaint to the Defense Department's Inspector General alleging the existence of a covert public-private sector program to retrieve and exploit crashed unidentified flying objects or UFOs. Okay, so if you haven't watched or have heard about this, go ahead and check it out. He does have an interview. I didn't watch the whole interview. I only watched certain clips of it on TikTok. But anyways, he released a lot of information about UFOs and ETs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look into the energy surrounding him to see if it's accurate information and or if it's false. He does have a pretty long background of experience in his career, so we're gonna see what's going on with this. Okay, what is the energy surrounding David Grusch? I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Okay, so a card already popped out as I was shuffling, and I got the throat chakra. Okay, so this is speaking. We have indecision here. Okay, so it looked like he was kind of like at a crossroads as far as what route do I take? Should I talk about this? Should I not? He did mention that it was dangerous. A lot of people end up unalived for speaking about this topic. So it looks like he was at an indecision. Should I speak? Should I not? Should I keep it quiet? So what changed? And remember that this is all alleged information. Nothing can be used as facts, but only opinions. Okay, so he had an offer. Okay, so man holding a coin as an offer, he had a decision to make about speaking. It looks like he chose one over the other, okay? So he had two offers, and he chose one over the other. Or somebody wanted his information, or was going to pay him to be quiet. Oh, okay. Pay him to be quiet. See, throat, money. And he had to make the decision, should I stay quiet? Okay, so I definitely feel here something was said before he actually started to speak. Somebody told him, hey, be quiet. I'll pay you to shut up, basically. Okay, can I get some information on this man holding a coin? Hostilities. Yes, there it is, right? I'll pay you, hostilities in the past, to just shut up. Don't talk about it. Basically, that's what this guy said. Allegedly. Alright. Let's move on. Okay, so... Oops. Okay, this woman encouraged him. Okay, so... We have the thinking woman. So there was some kind of interview with the woman first. Okay, she found this interesting. She really wanted to get her hands on this. She thought this was great information. It looks like she probably studies this field or has her own kind of information as well. Maybe because she studies it, looks into it, has been doing this for a long time. Cornucopia here is there was an agreement with this woman, but there's also is referring to a second party. So there's somebody else as well who has the information that he worked with that also knows what he's talking about, okay? So what he's exposing, he's a whistleblower. So what he's exposing about UFOs and ETs, she knows as well, okay? So this is referring to two ways. An offer that he accepted, like an interview, and then there's another woman here that has information. So it's credited, okay? So it's not just from one source, it's from multiple sources, it looks like. Okay, so we got two cards here. So we have all tied up, okay? Attachment here, okay. Okay, so all tied up is frustration and fear, okay? So he was definitely afraid because there was hostilities. So I think the reason why he mentioned, like, the people have been unaligned for something like this is because he really does feel like this is going to happen to him. I think he was kind of pushed in a corner where it's like, I think in order to protect myself, I should speak and I should become well known. That way, if something does happen to me, hey, people know what happened, you know? That's what it feels like. Attachment is here. So this has to do with the past, okay? Something to do with the past, which is past hostilities. So there's fear here. Okay, what is this attachment? Blossoming abundance. Okay. Contract. Okay, so there's a contract here. Blossoming abundance. So this is him speaking and releasing private information, okay? There's the anxiety. Is in reverse. Carrying connection. Somebody departed. Somebody that was a valuable source said, I'm out of this. I just don't really want to do any. I don't want any involvement in this. There's carrying connections in reverse. Attachment. There's somebody behind somewhere that was a very, very valuable source that isn't here anymore. Hostilities in reverse. This person backed away and said they want nothing to do with it because of the hostilities in the past, okay? Having to do with him speaking. I don't think it was, well, not just him, multiple people speaking. Okay, somebody backed out that was really important and said, I'm not going to say anything else. I don't want any part of it. That's why there's anxiety here. He's got a lot of anxiety surrounding this whole deal. So broken heart is in reverse. And we have the second chakra also upright. Well, broken heart is upright. Second chakra is upright. Okay. There's so much more information he wants to say, but he hasn't said it. It almost feels like whoever is behind the scenes, the contract that he made, is not going to release everything. There's so much more, but a lot of it is not getting released. Okay, yeah, door to romance is in reverse, which is a door basically closed. So there was a whole part of the story, like, the story that he told, okay? So his side, what he said, the information that he has and he disclosed. There was another person that was here, okay, that he cannot speak about, that he had an experience with. They both had this same experience or saw the same exact things. And This person isn't allowed to speak, okay? There's no communication between the two of them. There's anxiety here. So it was kind of like he went into, or it was like in a way like the agreement that it was going to be where it was multiple of them together, ended up only just being him. Or he is the main person, talking, but there was multiple people here. Strategy, it didn't work out the way that it was planned. Strategy is in reverse. That's why there's a lot of anxiety, because it didn't work out the way that it was planned. Financial constraints is in reverse. So this has nothing to do with money, okay? Nothing to do with money. Financial constraints is in reverse. So money isn't an issue for him. I know he's retired. I did read that. There's the World and the Garden and the Gate. He just wants people to know the truth, okay? Garden and the Gate is not knowing what's outside of our own reality and world. So what this card is basically saying, like, she's stuck in only this one area, and there's so much more out there on the earth. There's the world here, okay? So the world is in reverse. We have not been told everything about this world. And I think a lot of it is because they really don't have substantial enough, like, it feels like they want all the answers to everything. I'm going to say this as the government allegedly. They want all the answers to everything, but they want to only release, like, let's say there's 100%. I feel like they're at like 90%, but they want that extra 10%, but they're only going to give us like 2% of that information. Like, just governments in general. Okay, so the next question I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to use the tarot, but I'm going to ask, what is he wanting us to know about the UFOs, also the ETs? Cornucopia, okay, which represents the earth. There's so much more out there that we're not aware of, okay. Hostilities, there's so much hostility surrounding us. Knowing, like, the actual, the truth, it's been prevented, so there's a lot of fighting. And what he has experienced in the past, which is a lot of fighting over this, and he doesn't understand why. Door to Spirit, there it is, okay? There's a lot of information about beings that are not human, okay? Door to Spirit, and they want to keep that door closed. And I'm saying government wants to keep it closed. That's why there's so much hostilities over it. Why? I don't know why yet, okay? That hasn't came out yet. But they don't want it. It's like they want to keep it to themselves and only give, like, just like a little bit of information. But they know. They know a lot more than what they're saying. Yeah, there's possibilities here. Seven chakra want to keep us from knowing more. Keep us in a little box. Right? Keep us in a little box. Seven chakra is the crown chakra, which is higher consciousness. So it's basically like keeping people from not progressing or not knowing anything. Like, we just evolved, basically, and they don't want they don't want us to know anything else or what's outside of this little box. Reminds me of The Village, the movie Village. When they're taught that only their community of people exist and you can't go outside the village because they don't know what's out there, but really they do. And then there's a whole new world out there of people, and Yeah, deceit. Like, literally, that just came out. Deceit. They don't want us to know the truth. Okay. Can I get some more information on this deceit? Appreciation is in reverse. Okay. There's higher powers that want us to know the truth and want us to see the truth, and we're going to see regardless. There's the sixth chakra. He came out with this information because it was meant to come out when the information came out. Okay? So, sixth chakra is in reverse, which is the third eye, and this is seeing. Being able to see, knowing the truth. There's the sun. Okay, so what's being hidden, being, coming to light. Yeah, what is being hidden? There's other, like, there's other communities of beings that are not human, that are here on the earth, okay? And that's what we're about to discover, or what has been, some of it has been discovered, but that's where we're leading to, which is knowing the garden, the gate, which, hey, we're discovering things that the public doesn't know because we don't want them to know, but it's coming out, so take action. Yeah, it's coming out quickly. Because you're going to see it regardless. Like, you can't avoid it. They're afraid, though, of how people would react. How would the community react if they find out that there are species on the earth that are not, have never been heard of? Species on the earth that are not human. So anxiety in reverse. Seeing it. Yeah, it's like they're afraid. They kind of just like, what this feels like? It's like they treat us like kids. So we only give you what we think you can allow yourself, like what your consciousness only allows, the crown chakra. We only give you that information because you're not smart enough to digest and understand what else is outside of what we've been taught to believe. The world is in reverse. We only know a little, we're only allowed to know such a little amount of our existence, and most of it is a lie. Yeah, attachment. It's not shown. Most of it is a lie, so that's the reason why he's exposing this, because patience. Yeah, this is a message saying patience. It's coming out. All this is coming out. That's why it's being exposed, so we know the truth. We're not the only beings living here that exist, so. I mean, we have animals, all kinds of different species, but what I'm talking about is species that are not known. But obviously would scare a lot of people if they were to see them. So, it feels like patience as far as, it's going to come out a little bit at a time. Okay. I'm going to pull with the tarot deck now and see what other information I can find. Okay, so we have the Death card in reverse. There's a forced change, okay? So there's a reason why he's speaking, because so there's a forced change or preventing a change. Which is us knowing the truth and what's outside of what we've been told. It's like, look at that, she's pointing at the waters. Like, they know what's in the water. They know what is outside of what our whole community, I mean, where we as humans reside. There's a whole other world out there on planet Earth. Yes, Knight of Swords, and they're coming in, okay? There's portals that have been opened, right? Portals. If you look, she's got a wand in her hand. Portals are opening, and ETs are coming in, okay? So ETs are coming in, but the interesting part about this, what is this, before I say something, I want to get a clarification. What is this Knight of Swords here? So this is UFOs. Four of Swords, which is safety. This is so interesting. Okay, there's a race. There's a race of ETs. Knight of Cups. Okay. In reverse. There's a race that has or did flee in the past, and I don't know how long ago it was, okay? So, right here, this is like protection, portals being opened, okay? So, Three of Wands is here. We have the Death card, of course, that came out first, which is in reverse. Avoiding, it's like avoiding a disaster, which is the Knight of Swords, which is a war. So there's a species here on Earth that was fleeing from something that was trying to get them. Four of Swords is safety. But look how it's dark. So this is referring to like underground. Underwater. Knight of Cups as well. Knight of Cups is in reverse. No interaction. Like, there's no interaction, okay? And it looks like they want to work with us. Four of Cups, not knowing how to approach. We're not hearing them. It's like there's a disconnect with being able to hear. There's the Knight of Cups. There's communication, but there's a disconnect, and because it has to do with frequency. There's the Swords here, and then there's also Cups, so frequency is an issue here. Somebody was a predator of these species, okay, of the species, okay, so there's fleeing. Opportunity here on Earth, okay? So is this, I want to ask a question, because the Three of Wands could be referring to 3 different species, or 1 to be exact, because there's more than, of course, 1 here, but Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay, so we have multiple different species here. Okay, that's why there's so many knights here. All the knights literally came out. There's 3 of them here. 3. So 3 knights here. There's the Sun. We have the Sun here. And then we have the Chariot here. Okay, so this is like, there are ETs here that came here for safety, okay? to come here for safety. Because of conflict. There's the 5 of Swords. This is Mother Earth. I'm sorry, somebody's playing with it's probably my son's playing with a ball with the dogs. If you hear that noise. But there's the Queen of Pentacles here, okay? So represents Earth. Okay, this is my, what I call my Mother Earth card, right? So that's referring to the Earth. So flood here because of conflict, okay? And something is being stirred up again. The Tower. Something is being stirred up again that happened in the past as to why they fled here. And they're wanting to work with us. Yes, there's the Empress here in reverse. There's the Magician here. So what they had fled from is what they're afraid of, either returning. Yes, there's the Chariot. The Chariot just came out. Okay, if they leave or if returning, that's what they're worried about. These ETs are worried about that. There's a species, there's a lover separation. If they were to separate from the Earth, there would be conflict. Fighting battles, like galactic war is what it feels like. Galactic war. Allegedly. I'm going to ask where they fled from, if I can get any information. You know what, I have this, I'm going to pause this so I can situate this deck. I'm going to pause really quick. Okay, so I have this ET, it's called ET Experiencer deck. So I'm going to pull with this, and if I can get planets or maybe the ET race. Mantis. They're insects. This reminds me, oh my goodness, this looks just like the video that I just saw. I don't know if anybody saw that. Okay, look at this. There was this young man, I mean early 20s, he called 911 because there were a spacecraft had crashed and he had an ET in the back of his yard, right? And so he called 911, and there were several people that had saw the crash and saw it, through the sky, and there was some ring cameras that had also saw, it shoot across the sky, and then one of the deputies, one of the police officers, or the sheriff's deputies, had also recorded on his, his, what do you call it, cameras that they wear as well, something shooting across the sky. But I just saw the video the other day from the recording, and it looked like this. It looked like a mantis, so that's really interesting, and that's the only reason why I'm saying that was because that just blew my mind that the mantis healer came out, which is a mantis. Okay, so I guess one of the species are mantis. So my lab abductions. Okay. What other information can I get about this ET race? Or ET races? Is there more than one? Can you give me the others if there's more than one? Galactic. Okay, so galactic. super soldier program spent time in space. I might have to do a part 2 because this is getting really long. Real experience, okay? Your experience is real and true. A lot of people have had a lot of experiences with them. There's the Galactic Federation. Remember how I said like a galactic war? There's Orion right here in the back of the deck. This species wanted nothing to do with whatever this was that happened. And it's like they fled to here. There's Procyon here. The Procyons, which is another ET race. And Duns, which they live underground, is what it's pointing to. They live underground. So, like, these ETs live on Earth underground. And something is disturbing them. They're from Andromedan, possibly the galaxy of Andromedan. And then there's also benevolent reptilians. Okay, so benevolent reptilians. There's 3 that actually came out here. Mantis, Procyons, and benevolent reptilians. And then there's regression here, okay? There's archons. Flown craft, so we have craft here, okay? Government. Very interesting, okay. So, flown craft here is referring to craft that has been seen. This has to do with the ETs that are already here on Earth, okay? So, what I'm going to ask next is what are they wanting from humanity? Since we're not able to hear them, what are they wanting from humanity? They don't want to have to fight. Okay, so there's the 7 of Wands. If you look at the card, upright, having to fight their corner. They don't want to have to fight. So 7 of Wands is in reverse. I don't want to have to fight. Okay, what is the 7 of Wands in reverse? The Sun is in reverse. Okay. There's the Empress here. Something to do with the Sun. What's going on with the Sun here? There's a decision that needs to be made. Okay. Then we have the Empress. Who is this Empress here? Nine of Swords. 3 of Cups. Okay. Then we have Judgment. And the High Priestess. Ooh. Okay. They want the truth to come out. These ETs want the truth to come out. There's a prominent woman figure here. Right here. And I feel like that's referring to Mother Earth. It's right next to the Sun. Okay, so the 8 of Wands is air travel. Ace of Swords is truth. And truth about the past, which is 6 of Cups here. Our contracts in the past, which are the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Judgment has to do with governments, higher powers, okay? So not only just on the earth, just higher powers. The High Priestess is truth, revelation's truth. So there's exposure and truth. They want to work together with us. They want to be a team, work together. We would gain a lot of knowledge from them. We need to work together. That is what it's coming down to from what I can see. We need to work together. And that's the reason why this guy is coming forward. Why he's exposing this is because he knows more than what he's actually saying. He knows more. There's the Chariot. There's been a lot of communication with this ET race as far as what they have came across, that they have found, okay? Talking about in the physical. Well, let's say the military allegedly has found, and what may have been alive at the time. having some form of communication. And there's, yes, Ace of Pentacles, some form of information, right? Traveling. Why are you traveling through here? Like questions that are being asked by the government. What is this? And they're receiving something that they need. Seven of Cups. Okay, so there are changes on the world that it's unavoidable. It's inevitable. Like, you're going to see them. There's no avoiding it. Seven of Cups, which is upright, which is basically like looking up at the sky. You know, the world is here. The world is changing. So it's changing. And we don't have... Dimensions have changed. We don't have the veil like we once had, to where they were able to just fly through. Because there is some kind of contract here. There's something to do with here way, way, way in the past, okay? I'm talking way in the past. That ETs know I will say government officials are maybe finding out. Four of Swords. Allegedly. Yeah, there's the government here. Justice card in reverse. Seven of Swords. It's like an alliance. Make an alliance. Yeah, there's the Emperor here. There's the Queen of Wands. Look how there's three that represent, literally, 3 different species. One's male, coming through as masculine. 2 are female. So it's, let's create an alliance because we are powerful as an alliance. And then whatever else that is out there, look, 4 of Wands. Let's create an alliance. 3 would include us, so let's say humanity is 1, and then the 3 other species. There's 4 here, and they're celebrating. Let's create an alliance. We are stronger together. Partnership. 2 of Cups. I have chills all over the place. We're going to be working with ETs in the future, you guys. I don't even know what to call. Like, I feel like wrong for calling them ETs. Like, I don't even feel like that's so correct. Like, mantis, whatever it is. Mantis, you know, reptilians. Whatever, you know? Allegedly. We're going to be working with them in the future. Okay, let's end with something else. Because that just kind of, like, went not what I was expecting at all. Remember, alleged for all entertainment purposes only. Like, I'm a little mind blown right now. What else do we need to know? We're not working together yet. 3 of Pentacles is in reverse. 3 of Swords. There's another 3. 3 of Swords here. Some kind of setback. Ace of Pentacles. There's resources they use regardless here, okay, that they need. There's resources ETs use here. And they leave, okay? So, Ace of Pentacles. There's resources that they need, that they get. Looks kind of like gold to me. I mean, he's got a coin, but I can't tell you for sure. What is this resources that they are depending on? We got the Hangman in reverse. It almost seems like they'll die without it. Whatever this resource is that we have. The King of Wands is here. Is this for spacecraft? Does this have to do with oil? Is this oil or gold? Look how, I think it's oil. It's oil because the Ace of Cups. Look how it's oil or water. Oh. Water. The moon. I think it has to do with water, oil or water, okay? They're using oil or water, or both. Like elementals, like the elementals, there you go. The elementals, earth, air, fire, and water. There's something that they're needing, yes. That they need from us. That they are dependent on. There's Yeah, they're dependent on the world. Look, they travel. There's the world. They travel here. Page of Wands. King of Swords. There is agreement, right? They take what they need. Seven of Pentacles here. There's communication. They take what they need and they leave. The only difference is, guys, this is, ladies, this has been going on for a long time. The only difference is we're actually seeing it now. Yes, the Chariot. They're always flying through here. Like, always. The only difference is that we actually see it now. Like, they're always coming through. It's just because portals and the earth is changing. So, it's time that we know the truth. So, I'm going to leave that there. There's the Nine of Pentacles, which is studying, you know, learning. It's time for us to know the truth. So, that's what it's all about. So yeah, I'm going to end that there. And if you like this reading, please share it. Thank you for watching.